All right, guys. Well, listen, I have to put this in before we even get to our formal intro. I am at downtown Green Cove Springs in kind of a historic triangle. The old courthouse is here. The old jail is here. I decided to do a Patreon video and YouTube members video. I've been doing a series where we're exploring Green Cove Springs. Now, if you're new here, if you read the title, ghost hunting, we're going to look for a few in the jail. But you got to know this. I'm not a ghost hunter. I know that shocks you. I have a knife and outdoor channel. This one is simply for fun. I'm shooting it from a phone. Do we get some hits? Do we get some ghosts? Well, we'll see. Real quick, before we get into our intro and we get into everything, I'm going to just kind of spin the camera and show you an area. This is the old Green Cove Springs jail. You can look it up anywhere, Green Cove Springs, Florida. I want to show you one area and then we'll get to our intro. I'm going to turn the camera and you're going to be looking. Now, this area that we're going to show has got picnic tables and trees and all that, but at one time, this was the gallows area. And it's just kind of a creepy spot at night. I know, during the day, there's not much to it. I'll give you a full turn there so you can see. There's going to be a lot of different just random shots throughout this thing because I do want to give you kind of a tour as well as a little ghost hunting. All right, Scab, take it away, son. Welcome back, my friends. We are back for another rousing rendition. This is a totally different rendition. It's just for fun. We are at the old Clay County Jail in Green Cove Springs, Florida. We're going to do some ghost hunting. I have my EMF reader here. The folks here were kind enough to let me borrow theirs. We're going to take a quick look. It's not going to be a long video. This jail was featured on an episode of Ghost Hunters, so we're going to see if we see what they saw. Listen, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day, no matter the video, we got to bring this up, where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. That's why here at Choir Boys Outdoors, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo, all to the chagrin of many, and it's apropos that we're in a jail. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So we're upstairs. I'm going to shoot like some B-roll of the outside and coming in, and I don't want to be long because I don't want to hold these folks up. I will tell you this. I'm carrying my Spyderco Shaman in 15V for the knife lovers. Here's the setup. We're upstairs. Now, this is fascinating because when you come up these stairs, let me just kind of show you, my camera work's going to be weak at best, and I'll ask you to forgive me for that. When you come up these stairs, you go into that room, which was processing. The jailer and his family lived on the left-hand side. And then to the right, you go into the jail. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go check out the processing center, and then we'll check out the jail. Y'all stick with me. So here's what we're going to do. When you walked in the late 1800s and you got processed into Green Cove Springs or in Clay County Jail, this was your holding cell. Kind of a nice place. Gotta love it. At least you had a room with a view. You know what I'm saying? Now, these are 3 sheriffs who were killed in the line of duty, all 3 in Green Cove Springs sheriffs. The first was Josephus Peeler. The second was Charles Wilson. Both men were killed at a train station, crazily enough. And then the third sheriff was Theodore Cherry. Let me see what it says. He was killed by a suspect while he was doing an interview. So 3 law enforcement officers, 3 were killed, 3 were sheriffs. Now, there's a quote from a sheriff that I love. The stupid neither forgive nor forget. The naive forgive and forget. The wise forgive, but do not forget. And that was a quote from Jennings Murray. So through this door, which we don't have access to, would have been the jailer's family, his lodgings, that kind of thing. So you would have got processed, you'd come out here. Nice bathroom facilities there. Sink, toilet. I'm gonna walk in here and see if we can get anything. All right. let's move on. I know the camera work's gonna be different. You're not used to this video, but now from processing, you would have went in this door. Now on our left, this left-hand side was minimum security. And I'm gonna give you a couple looks here. If you ever get a chance to come to Green Cove Springs, Florida, check out the old jail. They do it by appointment. Now, we're just gonna walk down. I'm gonna walk down this hallway here and see if I can pick up anything on the EMF. And then I'm gonna walk you down. I'm gonna bring you down because the interesting thing about this side, you have minimum security and you have maximum security. And you can actually, there's gonna be bars. So I'm gonna bring you down, show you through a few. I just wanted to walk down here by myself and see if we got any readings. Is there anybody up here with me? There's actually a blanket in there. I don't know if somebody spent the night. Am I by myself? It's a cool building, but the shadows play tricks with you. This is the minimum security side anyway. Now, if you just check this out, because this is a ghost hunting video, listen, nothing we do here is normal, so I apologize for that, but I just wanted to take a little break from our normal programming and give you a view. And we're not gonna be up here long, it's not gonna be a long video. But I wanted to check something out. Now, the first cell that you come to in the minimum security side, I'm gonna give you some different looks. If you can see, this is a pretty decent size. There's a bunk bed here, a bed here, a bed here, and a bed here. Now, not getting any readings. Behind us here is a bathroom. So let's see. There is some light graffiti. Let's see if we get anything in here. And I'll show you the size. Wow, it's a little bit bigger than you think. It's narrow though. So I can touch the wall standing here. Over here would have been the shower side, and still I'm not getting anything. So the one thing we're not gonna do, we're not gonna fabricate anything. Let's go check out maximum. This thing scares the shit out of me every time I come up here. It's just a dummy hanging on the outside of the mirror, of the wall, I'm sorry. Now this side is a totally different deal. This is the maximum security side, and I walked off a little bit from I wanted to see if we got anything on the EMF. Now I can tell you, just as far as a vibe goes, it is a little more jarring on this side. And I'll tell you what I think it is. You have bars here, you have a wall here. So you can see the space is insanely limited. Now, over here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells. We're gonna go in there, we're gonna take a hard look. Like I said, it's not gonna be a long video. I haven't picked up anything since I've been here. It's middle of the day, but ghosts operate anytime during the day. Now, if I get close to the phone, you can see that it goes off, so just to keep, everything honest with it. So let's go in and check out the inside. Again, this side is totally different, guys. Totally different from the setup. That side over there is well lit, it's spacious. You can see here, this was the maximum security. And holy shit, they didn't want you getting out. Now, this is creepy, dude. And it's not like a creepy like, oh, I'm scared. It's a creepy like, you can feel, if you were a bad dude, you were in there, I guess, because that's just crazy. Now, there's 2 standard cells here on the maximum security side. I'm just gonna show you the doorways there. Okay. Walk around, walk in. But it's crazy because you got a window to the minimum security, so communication would have been probably pretty easy if you were plotting an escape. Now, if you want to, check out Green Cove Springs, Old County Jail. That'll give you a lot of good history on the place and a lot of facts and stuff that I'm not including here, because this one's just to kill some time and to have some fun. But look at that locking mechanism. Now, I'm not gonna mess with anything, but you can see these things, it's like it was just thrown up and weld it in. We're just trying to, now I'm going to move you down. Let's see if we can look around in here. Again, I'm not getting anything on the EMF. And that's okay. I'm gonna come inside one. I didn't want to open any doors. Let's come in here. Let's do this one. Now you can see there's a bed in there. I'm gonna come in here. Now this is claustrophobic as hell, but again, that opens up, it looks like into the other inmate's shower or something. That would have been weird, dude. So, I don't know if you can see it. There's no EMF. There's no cold spots. The thing that's creepy about this, it's probably a 6 by 9. Ceiling's here. I can touch the ceiling. I'm 5'9". I can touch the ceiling with my elbows still bent. Nothing going on, but I can tell you the fear here would have been when that thing shuts, dude. You in here now. The secure part is, it'd have been hard as hell for anybody else to get you. Let's take a look down here. This is the shower room down here. We're going to kind of conclude it. And like I said, I know I said ghost hunting, but this is more of a tour. There's a bench in here. There's a shower. And I'll move you down and show some of this. This room here, this cell here, has always been creepy as shit to me. Nothing in here, but there's a high bunk bed. I can tell you this, man, it's just dark in here. I'm gonna bring y'all in here just to check it out, and we're gonna get out of these people's hair. I don't wanna keep them up. If you were in this cell on the end, it would have been miserable. Let's check it out. I know you can't see anything. I'm gonna hold this right here, the EMF. This is how dark, this is middle of the day. This is 4:30 in the afternoon. There's no light fixtures in here. There's no nothing. The lights in the jail are on, there's nothing. So if you were in here, this would be shitty. You'd go crazy from just being in the dark. It's not about being paranormally scared here. I could see where this would, if you weren't of a strong mental constitution, plus you gotta look over at everybody taking a shower, which I'm sure that was just a joy day in and day out. So let me show you right here, and then we're gonna head downstairs. Now throughout this thing, I'm gonna show you some different kind of B-roll stuff. This is part of my Patreon video. And to all my members of the choir, thank you so much. I do have a Patreon. Guys, if you're new, if you're just checking this out, if you're just checking it out, you ain't gonna be this far. LOL, I know that you know, this thing's going off, guys. Okay, I don't know if that's because of the phone. I just got 3 hits. All right. Am I bothering you in here? If I'm bothering you in here, let me know. So I've gotten some weak, there it is, y'all seen that? And I'm trying to stay away from it. I do have a microphone on. Let me move it close. All right, I've got to be right here. Let me show you. For it to go off, I got to be right by it. I've gotten some weak hits in here. That's pretty crazy, man. Are you in here with me? It would be nice if your ass would show up while I'm actually showing it. So I got a ghost to me. Appreciate it, Dick. To anybody that was in this room, however, I'm sorry. Unless you were just a heinous criminal and then you got what you got. But if you were unjustly put in, this would be terrifying. I'm not lying. All right, well, there it goes. That's creepy, dude. All right, let's get the hell out of here. I'm gonna show you one more shot walking away. And this is the only cell. This is the cell down in the shower house part, maximum security, and it's lit up. You can see it. How long were you in here? Well, that was a dumbass question. Were you incarcerated here? All right, so we got a shy ghost, but we did get some activity. I'm pretty psyched about that. Donnie, if you're watching it this far, bro, we need to do a full-blown deal. Well, guys, this one was fun. Totally different than what we normally do. If you made it this far, thank you. This is just some extra shots from the jail. This was the downstairs floor, kind of the sheriff's office type thing. I did want to say a lot of activity happened in Green Cove Springs. I think Green Cove Springs was founded in 1820, long before Clay County was. Now, at one point, some riders come down from northern Clay, come down into Green Cove Springs, I think late 1870s, and tried to forcibly take the county seat back. There's the old courthouse there in the background. Here's the jail. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe there was a gunfight here. And the Green Covians won. The county seat stayed here. Just some kind of crazy, cool history. Now, on Patreon, like I said earlier, we're doing kind of a tour of Green Cove Springs. We don't do our normal knife content on these type of videos. They're simply for fun. I'm a history freak. I love history more than I love anything, really, as far as hobby-wise goes. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Do me a favor. Hit me a like. Leave me a comment. I love y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Hopefully no ghost came to the house with me. Megan will kill me.